Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to SICW All-Star Wrestling, where we bring you the best in professional wrestling each and every Sunday night right here. And we want to talk to you tonight about what took place on Saturday night, November the 23rd, at the beautiful Belle Claire Fairgrounds. For those of you who show up already know, and maybe some of you saw some clips of it or you saw some pictures, the control of SICW was on the line between Devastation Incorporated, that devious Stephen E. and Travis Cook trying to do the takeover. But guess what? The All-American team of SICW, the Night Train Gary Jackson, Ron Powers, and Danny Boy Hawkins. I got to tell you, I was sitting right there at ringside, right at the ring announcer's table, had Bob Orton, the legendary ace himself. He was handcuffed to Stephen E. to keep him from interfering, and what a job he did. Stephen E. attempted several times, but the ace kept him in line. But I got to say, there were several moments and times throughout that match that I didn't know what was going to happen. At one time, I thought, man, if this was a match where somebody threw the towel and their team lost. I mean, there was times that the likes of a Telecon and Haku and the Barbarian had the All-American team on the mat, and I'm thinking, oh, this is not going to be good. Let's take a look at some of that action right now, and then we'll come back. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Sunday night episode of SICW All-Star Wrestling. And as promised, we've got some great footage of what took place on Saturday night, November the 23rd, at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds in Belleville, Illinois. This was the night, this was the match that was for the marbles. This was it. It was Devastation Incorporated taking on the SICW All-American team of Ron Powers, Gary Jackson, and Danny Boy Stample. And of course, right there you see the WWE Legend Hall of Famer, the Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., was also on hand to be handcuffed to Stephen E. And we did that because of all of the interference that Stephen E. has done over the last year. Bob Orton got the call to come and be the enforcer. You'll see just there shortly, you'll see where the referees will put the handcuffs on the arm of the wrist of Bob Orton and Stephen E. And that was primarily just to keep him from interfering. Now look at the large crowd at that Belle Claire Fairgrounds. We apologize for some of that footage, but the lights was down, the music was blaring, and the crowd showed up and they showed out. And look at that view right there. Nice camera from the above at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. The historical, beautiful Belle Claire Fairgrounds. I mean, the fans just continue to pour in from the moment the doors opened up until about the second match going. They were still piling in. The parking lot was jam-packed full because they knew that that night it was all on the line for Herb Simmons and SICW, and I'm so proud and happy with the SICW All-American team, because you're going to see here tonight just what took place on Saturday, November the 23rd, and the crowd was just electrified. I mean, like I said, you saw the Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton there, and you got to know that when the Ace is in the house, that Law and Order is going to take place. But then, when Devastation Incorporated put together the team that they did, they called themselves the Faces of Fear, Faces of Death. And you'll see here momentarily where some of the biggest, toughest men in the business. There you see the leader, Devastation Incorporated leader, Stephen E., leading his team of the International Bounty Hunter, a Telecon, and behind him, the man that everybody says is the toughest in the business. We're talking about Haku, Ming, whichever one you prefer to call him. There he is. And right behind him, the Barbarian. And of course, another very mysterious individual who you've just seen make her debut, Lilith Khan, was at ringside, and there you see Devastation Incorporated in the ring Dr. Drew. You got to bet that he was on pins and needles that night, because Stephen E. had publicly told him that when they won, he was going to be the first to be fired. Him and Travis Cook made no bones about that, so you can bet Dr. Drew was probably the most nervous person in that building, other than myself. My family, my entire family was there. There you see it, two of my sons, Jeremy and Jason. The Simmons family came out to support the cause, and just look at that crowd. The music continued to blare, and there, another great aerial shot from the camera view at the Belle Claire Fairgrounds. You see Stephen E. there being handcuffed to the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. He didn't really want to. Even up to the moment they put it on him, he was still trying to bribe Cowboy Bob Orton. And now, making their way to the ring, there you see Danny Boy Hawkins coming to the ring, and the Night Train, Gary Jackson, waving Old Glory, and I'm telling you, and right behind him, another tough individual in this business, Ron Powers. The SICW All-American team, and boy, they were dressed for the occasion, I can tell you. Gary Jackson, the Night Train, got his nickname from the late great Bruiser Brody, waving Old Glory as they made their way around the ring. Fans reaching out, cheering them on, telling them, come on, you've got this. We've got to keep SICW intact. And I'll tell you, sitting at ringside in between Bob Orton and Stephen E. was something that I'll remember forever, because he was just a couple of feet away from me, and he has caused nothing but problems for about the last 12 months. And then when he brought Travis Cook back, it was double trouble. Nice camera work by our operators there, and nice shot. You see Devastation Incorporated in the ring as we wait the opening announcements from Dr. Drew Ebenhouse. And now you see Team SICW jumping in the ring, and it's starting to break down already. It was a wild one. Even before the bell sounded, there you see Powers and a Telecon outside, introduces him into that iron post, and now takes him over and gets him up close personal to some of the fans' table. And now takes him and throws him back on the ring apron. Jackson and the Barbarians going at it. It was action all over. And remember, fans, the bell hadn't even sounded for this one. Ron Powers working on a Telecon. Danny Boy and Haku. Man, how he got tied up with Haku. He drew a short straw there, I guess. But now he's working on the Barbarian. He grabs them both and introduces their heads together. And now Danny Boy climbs up in the ring, but Attila and Ron Powers still, a vicious chair shot took place that night, and not one but three of them. But now Haku comes over to help out the Telecon, and like I said, the bell had not even rang. And the chair got chucked in the ring by Haku. Man, I remember sitting there and saw that chair just come flying in, and Jackson was looking to the opposite side, and it caught him. And I was hoping that he'd be able to continue. But right now, as you see, the SICW team was in the ring, but Haku in the upper corner there working on Gary Jackson's leg. Danny Boy comes over to help break that up. And now Devastation Incorporated, the Barbarian, Haku, and a Telecon said, wait a minute, we better reevaluate this. And there you see in the right-hand corner, Stephen E. Now Stephen E. trying to get up, but he can't go far because Bob Orton's sitting there with that leg shackle on his wrist with him. Gary Jackson was still favoring that shoulder where that chair hit him. And as I said, fans, the crowd was electrified. And I think if you'd asked the SICW team, that's what was giving them the momentum to get in there. Because they knew that if they lost this match, it was all over. They knew that 51 years of SICW bringing the best in professional wrestling was done. It would be over with. Danny Boy. Now, the bell has sounded finally, and Danny Boy, again, must have drew the short straw because he's in there now, taking off against the Barbarian. And I'm going to tell you, to get in there and mix it up with these three guys, I'm telling you, when you stop and think, there are 6 of the best in the business right there in that SICW ring. Barbarian, a nice go behind. And as I said, I sat there at ringside, just kept my fingers crossed and thought, come on, how long is this going to take? What's going to happen? Oh, Barbarian had Danny Boy backed in the corner and working on him. Now just blatantly choking him. Referee Denny Thomas comes in and tells him, let the man out of the corner. Well, he tries, but now he turns around, tosses him right back into it, charges in, and nobody was at home. And now Danny Boy charged in. And not once, but twice finds its mark on the Barbarian. He comes off that rope. This is what that back elbow. Danny catches him with that clothesline and took him down. And now reaches over, makes the tag with the Night Train. Gary Jackson, the man who never ages. And now you can see the Barbarian is kind of just sitting there wanting him to calm down. And now it's a mind game. And Gary Jackson said, okay, I'll play your game here. I'll use a little caution. Tag is made, and now Haku. Whoa. Gary Jackson. Now they lock up in that center of the ring, but Haku stretches that arm out. Now twists it around the way it shouldn't go. Now Jackson grabs a hold of Haku. Now he's trying to break it. He gets the leverage, and now he turns it over. And it's now Haku, but oh, there's that big right hand. He tried to headbutt Jackson, a kick to the midsection. No, now some chops. Backs Haku up into the corner. And a quick tag. And that's the other thing I think the SICW team, they said, let's keep the fresh man in there. And that's what they're doing. Danny Boy, oh. And when that happened, man, when he went backwards, I thought he was going to injure that leg. I'm sitting at ringside saying, come on, Danny, get up. Get them wheels working. Backs up, tags made, and here comes the 2 men that everybody wanted to see go at it. Ron Powers and Haku. Ron Powers delivering those big right hands. Makes the tag, and here comes Attila. It looks like he's got that foreign object, that fork that they said he carries. And now he goes to work on Ron Powers, backs him into the corner. Attila Khan, the international bounty hunter. We've seen what he's done. And then with the leadership of Stephen E., he has just became that much more dangerous. Powers gets a 2 count. And I was thinking at that time, man, this is it. This is what it's going to be. Ron wrapping him up. But oh, here comes Haku to break it up. I think Powers was going for some type of submission hold there. Powers reaches out, makes the tag. Once again, trying to keep the fresh man in, and it's Gary Jackson. And once again, he's in there against Haku. Whips him off the rope, comes over. And now Haku, he's trying to pull him down, but no. Whoa. and delivers both of those arms right to the side of the neck on each side. Tags the Barbarian, and now it's the Barbarian coming in. Now, the faces of fear grab the legs of Jackson, and on the outside, there you see it's a Telecon and Ron Powers going at it. And we had action inside, outside. I'm telling you, there wasn't a part of that building that wasn't seeing up close and personal action from this main event. And this all took place to see who was going to gain control of SICW. Like I said earlier, fans, sitting there at ringside, my heart was pounding, thoughts were running through my mind. My family was there, and back in the ring, the Barbarian working on that leg of the Night Train, Gary Jackson. Jackson trying to reach over and get a tag. But he's in the wrong corner. He went to grab a hold of that rope, which would call for a break of the hold. And Barbarian just steps on his stomach and makes the tag with the Telecon. A vicious headbutt delivered on Jackson. As you can see, a Telecon has been busted open. Jackson in the wrong corner. And now a Telecon, what's he doing? The referee holding him at there. I don't know what he was doing there, but it was the Barbarian, and a Telecon was working on Jackson, and now there, once again, he's got that foreign object. The referee didn't see it. And plus, I guess this type of match, they're saying, hey, it's all for the marbles. Let it happen, let it go. The fans really wanted to see it. Ooh, big knee delivered from a Telecon on the Night Train. Now 1, 2 count. There you see me sitting there ringside along with Stephen E. with the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton, in between us. Telecon makes the tag with Haku. And he continues to work on the Night Train. Whips him off the ropes. He misses with that clothesline. Jackson catches him with a crossbody. This could be it. At that time, I'm thinking, this is it. But no, a Telecon comes in and breaks that up. He just tosses Jackson backwards. Action was non-stop, as you can see, and the crowd was just so loud. I mean, they were chanting USA throughout this entire match because they knew that the All-American team was in for a war. We had been talking about this. It wasn't a battle. This was a war. Double clothesline from Haku and Barbarian. Barbarian drops the big elbow. Another 2 count. And this time I'm sitting there wringing my hands. I'm holding my head. I'm thinking, come on. Right there in front of me, Barbarian with that reverse chin lock. I mean, I'm staring at Gary. I'm saying, come on, Gary. Come on. The fans are cheering him on. Gary trying to reach down inside. And there you see, he's got that reverse chin lock clamped on. The referee continues to check it, make sure it's not a chokehold. Raises a hand, and I'm thinking, come on, Gary, don't let it drop for the 3rd time. We can't have that, not this way. And no, there you see it. There you see it. Now Jackson getting to his feet. Oh, elbow to the midsection. Another one. Now I'm thinking, that's what I want to see. Jackson. Oh, but just that quick, the Barbarian stops him in his tracks, and a tag is made. And Haku comes in once again. He backs up to the corner. Oh, that diving headbutt. And Jackson gets out of the way. And now, oh, he drops him chin down on his head. Jackson now tries to pull over. Now we got a little moonshot there. As he was trying to get away, Haku grabbed him by his trunks. And now Attila comes in. Attila and Haku working on Jackson as he backs up into the corner. Whoa, kick to the midsection. And right now I'm saying, Gary, you got to get over. You got to get a tag. But they take him over into that corner. And now it's Attila Khan that makes the tag. And I'm hollering in. I'm telling them, come on, Gary. There you see him. I'm holding my face because this isn't looking good at this time. But a big body slam coming here. He picks him up. Attila Khan now just drops him down hard. And I'm thinking, oh, no, this can't be it. He drops down. Oh, that thrust right to the throat area. Now that big arm to the back of the neck. Jackson backed up into the corner. Ron Powers and Danny Boy over there waiting. You could hear them hollering, come on, Gary, come on. And now he tosses Jackson over in the other corner. Attila goes in and Jackson gets out from underneath him. He gets over and makes the tag. And now it's Ron Powers coming in. But now Haku comes in, the Barbarian. But now it's Ron Powers taking on all three of them. He's working on the Barbarian and takes him and tosses him outside with Haku. And that leaves him and Attila Khan. And Attila Khan takes that foreign object and jabs it right into the throat area, I believe. That slowed Powers down just about the time I thought the energy was coming to Team St. Clair. Oh, but there you see Powers coming back. Big right hands. Powers off of the rope. He takes him down, and here now it's that diving headbutt. Oh, finds its mark on Ron Powers. This could be it. I'm thinking, oh no. You've got Danny Boy and Haku outside and Jackson and the Barbarian, but inside you've got the international bounty hunter, Attila Khan, on that middle rope, a move that we've seen him win so many matches over his opponents. That diving headbutt coming off. Oh, but Powers got out of the way. And I'm thinking, great, there I am. I'm cheering him on. Come on. And Stephen E. He's sitting there. He don't know what to think. Uh-oh. Now Ron clamps that hold on. This is a form of a sleeper. Ron Powers has him. Referee keeping an eye on it to make sure it's not a choke, but he runs him back into that top turnbuckle, hitting his upper shoulder blades. And I thought, well, that's going to break it up. But no, Ron Powers keeps it clapped on you. Oh, he backed him back the second time. I'm thinking, how many of these can Ron Powers take? He's got him out in the center. He's holding on him. Now Attila went down to one knee, and now I'm really saying this is it. But Attila Khan pulled the referee into him. And now the referee plus Attila Khan and Ron Powers are all down on the canvas. I'm thinking there, what in the world? Oh, and then at that time, yes, there he is. The man they call SpongeBob. Travis Cook comes rushing into the ring, telling Attila Khan to get Powers up. And he's got that golden spike that he got from Kevin Sullivan. And he runs in and he takes it. And he was going to jab Ron Powers in the head, but Powers ducked down. Oh, and now Powers delivered a haymaker on Travis Cook. And now he clamps that hold back on. And he's got it cinched in now. And you can see Attila Khan thrashing around. Another referee came in. And Powers is clamped on. Referee's holding it. And he has got it cinched in so tight. Here he goes. It looks like this is going to be it, and it is. The referee calls for the bell, and Ron Powers is going to get the victory over Devastation Incorporated. What a night it was. Look at that crowd. That crowd is just electrified. Now, let's get a message. Let's get the official announcement from Dr. Drew Ebenhouse. Well, fans, that's just a little bit about what took place that Saturday night, and I'm telling you, you saw it was tit for tat, back and forth. Now let's take a little commercial break, and then we'll come back, and we'll see some more action from that Saturday night at the Belclair Fairgrounds.
Hey everybody, this is John Layfield, better known as JBL from the WWE, at one time the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown television history, the glory days of professional wrestling. If you like what you're watching, we've got on Backstage Pass, you got to get it now. What were they thinking? A wonderful program of me and Mr. Gerald Briscoe talking about the craziest stories in the history of professional wrestling, all with my partner, Mr. Briscoe, who hired me in 1995.
I hired you? What the hell was I thinking?
Welcome back, fans. We had to take that commercial break, but right now let's take a look at some more action from the Belclair Fairgrounds on November the 23rd.
Where's your bracelet at? Can you get it off? Where's Steve Benita? Can you get right out of the building? Here.
He's still here. He's right here waiting for you.
Steve Benita. Here, we got something for you.
Remember this?
Remember that? Take that and shove it where the sun don't shine. Hold on, babe. What do you want to say to all of your fans, babe?
I want to thank all my fans. Thank you so much for being here for
Thank you, Gary. All-American. Thank you from the bottom of our heart, buddy. You okay?
Yes. Heard I do all the time that we can beat these guys. The people here at SICW knew we could beat these guys. We talked about it a long time, but we finally got the job done. He had a whole lot of money, but he could not buy SICW. So we're here to stay.
You got the band back together.
Yes, sir. It started a little while ago. He did. He tried to burn my eyes out. He tried to do everything to run us out here. But we finally came together, and we kicked their butts all over.
Thank you. Ron, come here, buddy. I know you're out of wind. God damn it, you talk about a tank full of gas. Ron Myers, I love you, buddy. What a night this is.
First of all, I want to say thank you to each and every one of the SICW fans. We're keeping this home. We're staying here. Who knows how long we got, but as long as we got it, we're going to keep going.
Thank you. I appreciate Danny Boy, the first ever SICW champion. And on Saturday night, November the 23rd, you came back and kicked butt with the All-American team.
We just proved one damn thing. You can use brains over brawn.
Ron, I'm telling you, right here. Come here to my little granddaughter. What do you think? You've been really worried about this like Grandpa, haven't you? What do you think?
I'm so happy they won!
There you go. So happy they won. All of us. I know everybody's been worried. I know you've had your trouble, sis. What do you think about it now?
Hey, Stephen E! What do you think about that, buddy?
And I want you all put your hand together for Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. for keeping Stephen E. in bay. Sis, what do you think?
You did it. You did it. You've done it for 51 years. Hey, Stephen E., kiss my ass.
Well, there you have it. I've got the family here. I got my grandson Ben. Where's Jordan? Here's Hermitha. That's not her name, but that's what I call her. Hey, hi, Reese. Oh, look at that smile. Say, Papa. Yeah. What do you think, Jordan? I had some reinforcements here, but fortunately I didn't have to have it because we had Gary, we had Ron, and we had Danny, and we had all the SICW fans. Thank each and every one of you. It's been a long time. Gary.
Say, thank you for, you see all the boys in there on the back? Our dressing room is out here. Our dressing room had our back from day one. They was on high alert to come out here. So, again, you put the plan together, we all executed that plan. We did it with all the great fans of SICW out here right now.
We sure did, and I want to thank each of you guys for the locker room. It's been a rough road, but I think we just told Stephen E. that he can get on his camel and take off. So, I'm so elated. It's been a long journey. I don't know how much longer I got, but I'm telling you, tonight I'm on cloud 9. You guys made me feel great.
You got a long way to go now because we just gave it to you, and you got a long way to go.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, you guys, Ron, our conversations, you said, Herb, maybe it's time to give it up. You remember that conversation? And damn it, you came in here tonight, and look at you. Best shape I've seen of you. Larry Matysek is looking down on all of us.
Well, you know, it's been a tough year for everybody, but you know what? We have a really good family here. I got a really good family at home. We pulled it together and we kicked their ass.
Man, I'm telling you. And each and every one of you, thank yourself, I'm telling you. You came out and heard this whole story. I mean, I am just so elated because we can go into 2025 knowing that we are on solid ground. And I can tell you, stay tuned over the next few days because now some of the decisions that I've had to wait to make, I'll be making some announcements and I think it's going to be happy for all of us. 2025 is going to be a great year for SICW. Thank you all.
Well, fans, we got to take our final commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more action from the Belle Claire Fairgrounds.
Wrestling fans, you looking for the best in daily lunch specials and great menu food items? Look no further than Layla's Roadhouse, 440 Falling Springs Road in Cahokia Heights, Illinois. That's right, a family sit-down dining and always great specials. Also has the best pizza in the area.
I am, yeah.
The only psycho here is me. Who will be coming?
Awesome, I can't wait, man. I thoroughly enjoyed my as it's supposedly coming.
We're gonna overwhelm each other, so.
I got a question.
Belong? Those belts were around their waist.
Once you, hold on. Let me speak.
Finally, we've been waiting for you to come.
All
right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo. What else you got?
Lucas wants a new belt.
Whoa.
I wish I could, what is it, Big?
That's not even the real 2360.
Snapchat?
No, it's not.
All right. But today I got a very special guest.
If you don't know who I am,
I will never follow Papa Dank on Twitter.
Have been my favorite wrestlers, and it's like the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. Team SICW. SICW got the job done! I hope they got their cheers.
I'm telling you, I'm speechless. You guys are great. 2025 is going to be great. A couple of days we'll be making some announcement. We had to get this done tonight. Stephen E., take it and shove it, because I can tell you, this right here behind me is the force to be reckoned with. The SICW locker room. So anybody who wants to come and try to take it, this is what you got to take. And right now, they prove tonight that they will do anything. Ron Powers, where's Ron Powers? He kept Stephen E. at bay at ringside while these three went in there and kicked butt. Attila Khan couldn't get it done. Haku, my friend, I thought, who turned on us, couldn't get it done. The Barbarian couldn't get it done. These three right here with Bob Orton made sure SICW wasn't going anywhere. What do you guys say?
It's been a hell of a year, man. Hell of a ride.
Glad we could do this.
Glad we was able to do it. We had backup, the Big Texan, Bobby D, Curtis Wild, Jason Reed.
You know, here's the thing right here. We proved beyond a shadow of a doubt, if you got heart and determination, doesn't matter how big or small you are, you'll always come out on top.
And let's talk about how that finish went down. Ron Powers. What did you do? You put him to sleep.
I've always said since day one, snap, tap, or nap. So I decided to pick.
And that's what he did. I'm sitting at ringside and I'm praying because it was rough. You guys got to admit. It was rough. You guys were in there, but
That was war.
I mean, I said from the get-go that wasn't going to be a battle. It was going to be the war. And right here, they just won that war. What do you say, Drew?
I say we did it.
There you go. Thank you. We'll see you in 2025. Thank you.
Hello, wrestling fans. Promoter Herb Simmons of SICW, and coming to you with some information. Hopefully, those of you know by now that last Saturday, November the 23rd, the control of SICW remains with myself, and what a match it was, and you'll be seeing more and hearing more of that this coming Sunday on SICW All-Star Wrestling on YouTube at 8 p.m., where we'll bring you some maybe some footage of that and some more information. But today, as promised, we had to take care of some information. There was a lot kind of in limbo that we couldn't talk about prior to November the 23rd, not knowing the outcome of that match between the All-American team of Ron Powers, Danny Boy Hawkins, and the Night Train Gary Jackson, the SICW All-American team, as they took on Devastation Incorporated for the ownership of SICW. Now that that's out of the way, we can kind of talk about things that's been in limbo, and the thing that's been on everybody's mind for quite some time now, several months, is there going to be a Fan Fest 3? And of course, after a lot of thought putting into everything that's been going on, we're here today to answer that question. And yes, there will be a Fan Fest 3. Happy to say, happy to announce. Everybody seemed to enjoy FanFest 1 and 2, so why not give it another try with FanFest 3? This time it's going to take place at the Hilton St. Louis Airport. That's right, at the Hilton at the airport, right across from the airport. They offer a 24-hour day shuttle. Every 15 minutes that shuttle will run. So those of you who maybe will be coming in from out of town that want to fly into St. Louis Lambert International, you'll be right there. Catch their shuttle and come right over to the Hilton Airport, Hilton Hotel. That address is 10330 Nashville Bridge Road, and you're going to be hearing a lot about that as we move towards the big date of May 16th and 17th. That's right. Every year, you know, we do the Bruiser Brody Memorial, and we've been tying that in with FanFest, and that's what it's going to be. May 16th, the Friday night, May 17th, the Saturday. Tickets will go on sale for this huge event on December the 1st. That's right, December the 1st. And if you're one of the first 50 fans that make your reservation at the Hilton and buy your FanFest ticket, you're going to get a complimentary free ticket to that Friday night show of a question and answer session that we're going to have with many of the legends that will be announced over the weeks and months coming. We have also reached out to our good friend, Mr. Bill Apter, who will be hosting that question and answer that Friday evening right there in the beautiful ballroom at the Hilton St. Louis Airport. So that's the deal. Like I said, be the first 50 of the fans who make that reservation and buy your FanFest ticket, and you'll get that complimentary ticket to be there that Friday night. You'll be able to sit there and join in as Mr. Apter talks to a lot of the legends that will be scheduled. I've reached out to several other vendors, like GT Collectibles is already on board with us. They've committed to helping bringing in a couple of the legends also. But the first legend, yeah, we're going to announce it right here tonight, the first legend that is going to join us on May 16th and 17th from the WCW days, from the Jim Crockett promotions, hasn't been to St. Louis in many, many years. We're talking about Nikita Koloff. That's right, Nikita Koloff, the first person signed on to take part of SICW FanFest 3. That's big news coming out of SICW, just like we promised, along with a lot more as we kick off 2025. But right here now, FanFest 3 is a go. Barbara Goodish is on board. She's tickled to death that the Bruiser Brody Memorial will be taking place at the St. Louis Hilton at the airport, May 16th and 17th. Watch on December 1st when those tickets go on sale. Get your reservations at the Hilton. Get your FanFest tickets bought. And we'll see you at St. Louis at FanFest 3, May 16th and 17th. Thank you. Well, wrestling fans, you just saw a few clips of what took place on November the 23rd, which allowed us to take control and keep control of SICW. And so happy that you were all there to join us. But now let's talk about the tickets that are on sale right now for May 16th and 17th for FanFest 3. That's right. FanFest 3 is a go. Now that took place on November the 23rd, you know that FanFest 3 is going to be the hot ticket in town, and they're on sale right now. Be one of the first 50 fans to make your reservations at the St. Louis Hilton Airport and buy your FanFest ticket, and you'll get a complimentary ticket for the Friday night question and answer that's going to have the legends that are available, being hosted by none other than Bill Apter. That's right, Mr. Apter will do the Q&A session that Friday night. All day Saturday you'll see the legends, and we've already announced the first one, the WCW all-time great, who was part of the Jim Crockett promotion back in the day. Nikita Koloff was the first person that we've announced to be at FanFest 3. Fans, we got to go for this week. We'll be back here next Sunday night, I'm sure, with a lot more information, some more clips of what took place on that November 23rd date, and a lot more information about FanFest 3 and other great events we've got planned as we approach 2025.